Alright guys, 2K26 is right around the corner now, and with the recent leaks from Mike Wang, it looks like a great year for dribbling. Now 2K25 was a relatively stale year for most of you guys dribbling, but in order to put you guys on and get you guys ready for day one of 2K26, I'm going to put you guys on to the 10 best advanced short guard moves from 2K25 and how to do them. These are a lot of my moves, a lot of Steezo's moves. This is not a basic tutorial for moves most of you guys know about. These moves were some of the best and most well-kept secrets all year in the Dribblehead community. Moves that are so good even the best pro players in the world haven't seen them or know how to do them. And based on the leaks that we've seen, it would also seem dribbling is not getting a full system revamp like last year. Now what does this mean? It means while dribble speed may be increased, plenty of old moves will be brought back in as Mike Wang confirmed, but the way that, the dribbling functions, the way the moves are triggered and exists in like the current scape of the game, most of them will still exist unless that specific move is nerfed by Mike Wang. At worst, I expect probably at least 7 out of the 10 of these moves will still be in the game next year. They might take out 2, they might take out 3, maybe only 1, but at least like probably 6 to 7 of these moves will still exist. So with that being said, let me put you guys on and get you guys ready for 2K26 Day 1. These are the top 10 short guard moves from 2K25. Alright, so first off, we're in the dribble arena. Without further ado, let's get into it and start breaking down the list. So what I have at number 10 is going to be the corner spin. The corner spin is very famous for a move used in the, threes stage to get, any type of 3-point shot off in the corner. So the actual corner spin, you're going to need the Lowry hop jumper on. You're going to run, activate the hop jumper, spin the left stick, fade in the corner. I did the first one slow on purpose. See, if you do it like this, you can almost keep the momentum. Let me see. That was a little slow there. Pretty perfect. Now, I'm not the cleanest at this move. I'm a little sloppier at this one, you'll see. But it's because it's not really my style. It's more of a screen move. I gotta do it one more time because I keep fucking it up. But see? Coming in now at number 9, we're looking at the Trey Young self lob. So the only time I've seen this move ever used has been in the Comp Pro-Am setting. I think it was Comp Pro-Am 5s. I've seen 1 or 2 clips of point guards doing this throughout the year. That right there is what that move looks like. So honestly, it's like if you're rim running, right, like you're speed boosting this way, right? If the lock is stuck to your side, this Trey Young behind the back will just drag you right around that lock and put you in perfect position for the 2. So number 9, the Trey Young self lob. Alright, number 8, we're looking at the half spin sideways crossover or the half spin Garland run. Now you guys, this is about the point where a lot of you guys will have never heard of these moves. You have only seen very complicated dribblers like Steezo, guys like myself use these moves. These are very niche moves that a lot of the community isn't even aware of, right? So what is the half spin / sideways cross out, right? What you're going to want to do is get that and then that crossover back to 3 right there, right? See what I mean by a lot of you guys aren't going to know what that is, right? So what we're doing is we're using the spin to get that forward De'Aaron Fox crossover or using the half spin to get it in a sideways direction, right? So generally to get the half spin or to get this combo started, right? I like to generally start it with the nutmeg coming up the court. Oh, I accidentally did a crossover into a sham god there. Glitchy. Woo! That's not what I'm here for, my bad. So you don't need to nutmeg, by the way. I just do that to set it up. But all it is a rotation from 3 to 12 counterclockwise. Just a quarter rotation and then flick straight up there as the player is exiting that half spin. And see, here's the other part of this half spin move, right? You don't need to do this out of the nutmeg or anything, by the way, but you don't even need to do the crossover, right? The Garland speed boost, especially when you have 94 speed with ball, red lightning launch, right? The Garland just run is so fast. Look at that stop and pop, how fast that is, right? So a lot of times, right, like I'll come up the court, I'll do something like a sham god, sprint back, stop, pop, green. All right, number 7, I'm not even going to show you guys. I can do L2 canceling. I've shown it a lot on my tall guard and stuff with different SIGs, but I'm going to send this over to, the guy who I think has the most satisfying L2 canceling to watch. Number 7, the L2 cancel. Check out how Koza 2K utilizes this. All it is using the Halley hesitation and then canceling it with an escape. It's that little stutter to one side before he goes the other way. Right there. Fake left, fake right. Right there. See how he faked right, went left? Fake left, fake right, go left, go right. See, it's that little fake. Alright, number 6. Actually, I'm not going to showcase my own dribbling again because this is the Steve Francis spam. Now, as you can see, I do have, the Steve Francis on, right? I have Steve Francis on. So, behind the back, see, I have Steve Francis on to, left to right, Steve Francis. But I'm not as much of a standstill screen dribbler, right? You guys see, I'm more of the nutmeg into the spin, into the nutmeg back for 3. That's more my style, right? So, I'd rather showcase, once again, someone who can actually see, I'm not very good. I get, 3 flicks and I'm done. But this is what the actual Steve Francis spam looks like from someone who actually does it in the comp stage. Shout out this guy on TikTok. I'm going to use his video. You can see his username at the bottom. He's doing it very well. It's just that little stuttery, spammy dribble. Very misleading what side you're going to go to, and it, sets up the speed boost incredibly well. So, that's still an incredibly effective move. All glitch shit aside. Steve Francis spam, number 6 best move of the year. Number 5, the Trey Young spin back. Now, the Trey Young spin back, right? It's a very vague title. There can be a couple of different ways that you can use the Trey Young SIGs to kind of fake a rim run and spin back for 3, right? Number 1 is going to be using the moving behind the back to initiate the nutmeg, right? The nutmeg a lot of people don't utilize because they think it's complicated, but they don't know that this moving behind the back sets you up for a free nutmeg. So anytime you do this moving behind the back right here, it's not that good of a moving behind the back in all honesty, right? But the good thing about it is it sets you up for a free nutmeg every time. Now, if I'm doing this and then I just hit right up on my, straight upwards on my stick right after I do the moving behind the back, it'll give you that nutmeg every single time. And so that's basically getting a nutmeg with only 1 flick, right? It's easy. It's very hard to fuck it up in the flow of dribbling, right? So all you're doing is just flicking straight up like an aggressive breakdown after you do a moving behind the back. And this is exclusive to the Trey Young package, right? Anyways, get that to, get the blow by on them, step back, 3 right there. See, that's how you want to space it out, do the timing of it. So right as you're blowing by, you'll do that to make them think you're rim running. And then right there, quick stop off the booker, 4-3 every time, right? So 1 behind the back, then that. Boom. See how quick that is? Now, Trey Young spin back version 2, just do it the opposite way. Boom, right? So this one's just, honestly, probably even more deceiving, just less flashy, right? It gets you right back to 3, but no one really sees that coming. Boom, right? But you don't even just have to use the moving behind the back first. For going to the same ball hand side, I prefer to just get the nutmeg itself like that. Quick stop spin back, right? It's not even really a spin back anymore. It's just really a run back, right there, right? Now, getting into the good ones. Looking at number 4, the Booker Oop and the Booker Glides, right? Now, this is all centered around the Devin Booker aggressive breakdown, right? So the Devin Booker aggressive breakdown, a lot of people just use it for, like the simple, behind the back type standstill, basic type shit, right? Like that, you know what I mean? Like, that's how most people use, the Devin Booker. But people don't really know that the Devin Booker is able to initiate some incredible moves just from a standstill, right? From standing still, right? Boom. Like, don't you see how clean, how much distance I'm covering? How I'm getting a moving move out of the, the Booker's, boom. Right? That's the Booker Asta slide, the Booker Chad slide, whatever you want to call it. That's the Booker Chad slide right there. Boom. Right? Check this move out off of the Booker, right? Right? Look at how glitchy that one is, right? That's what I call the Devin Booker spin oop, right? So what you're doing is triggering the Devin Booker aggressive breakdown, then you're triggering your spin jumper, and then you're throwing a self lob middle of your spin jumper. You can time it differently, when you throw the lob in the spin jumper. I like it out of the Kyrie. I think it looks the glitchiest out of the Kyrie for short guard. See, you can get some very glitchy looking movement off of it, right? The other ball hand doesn't necessarily look as glitchy, but as you can see, it's actually probably better with the forward momentum that you get at the beginning of the move. Not like you only can do it on the right side. As you can see, it's a very glitchy move. So, number 3, we're looking at the backwards cross. Now, the backwards cross is weird because it's a very hard move to consistently get, right? But when you get really good at dribbling, you can kind of get good at getting this De'Aaron Fox cross right there. Boom. So it is very hard right there. It's almost like you got to cross over right as you're starting to curve your player back towards half court in a sprint, right? Boom. Right there, I fucked up, the quick stop, but you guys are, see it. You guys, boom. You guys are seeing the vision, right? Backwards crossover. So number 2, shockingly similar. Looking at the double crossover, right? So what is a double crossover? Rim run, and then you push cross back out for a 3. Boom. So we're using the crossover this time from last move to spin you back now for 3, right? Blow by, dunk, right? That's how everyone uses the cross, just, cross right through everyone's chest, right? But what this move is just simply adding on another cross at the end after you glitch through the guy's chest. Alright, number 1. What's number 1 most broken sig of the year, right? Believe it or not, it's the De'Aaron Fox hop jumper, right? Right? Right. Not any double behind the back, not any aggressive breakdown, not any broken snatch back, not any Steve Francis, speed boost, right? Like that, My opinion, it's the De'Aaron Fox hop jumper, right? No, it's nothing meta, right? In my opinion, the best move in 2K25 is the De'Aaron Fox hop jumper. Now, you might be looking at me crazy. What the fuck is so special about, De'Aaron Fox hop jumper? Like, look at me, I can't even fucking trigger it right now when I'm wanting to. Like, what's so special about this? What's so special about that, right? That's a De'Aaron Fox hop jumper. What's so special about that? Why am I heralding that right there is the best move in the game, right? What makes that right there the best move in the game, right? That's De'Aaron Fox hop jumper, right? Dribbling properties of it. That right there. Ready? De'Aaron Fox hop jumper from standstill. That. See? There's no other hop jumper in the entire game that you can cancel without, you just can't. So, the thing about it is not one other hop jumper in the game that you can, cancel out of and continue dribbling other than the De'Aaron Fox spin jumper, right? Like, and you might be thinking, like, what's so special about that? Just looks like, oh wait, I fucked up, that was a spin. That's what you get if you don't hold it long enough, by the way. From a standstill, that's it. That's all the move is. Why is it so broken, you might say? How is that move broken right there? How is that move broken? How is that one animation in the De'Aaron Fox broken, right? I'm telling you that that's broken right there. Yes. Yes, I'm telling you it's the best thing in the game, right? Now, at first, you aren't seeing the light. It's a move that gets you going backwards. But you see that? When you do this move, you can do this move at any point in either hand, after any move, in the middle of any move. Look at that. See how glitchy that is? I call this the De'Aaron Fox glitch spin. Now, what do you get if you combine all 10 of these moves together? Man, just look at this. Just look at this. An unguardable player. But like these SIGs, learning how to use these SIGs will transform the way that you look at 2K25, as an actual dribbling 2K. Glitchy! So as you can see, those were the best 10 moves from NBA 2K25. And that's what it looks like if you put it all together. Now go learn, go teach yourselves, let me spread the knowledge, let me put you all on. Thank you so much for watching.